Alrighty, vintage story. Hopefully this time my mouse is not being picked up by the mic so much. Let's get back in here and... I don't even remember where I left off. It's been very demotivating not being able to find the tin, so I think I might go nuclear on the area and just strip the entire mountain off block by block until I find it. Well, looks like I've got some visitors. Must be nighttime. Oh, it's 7 in the morning, not nighttime. Okay. So I don't think there's anything for me to do in here. I think I'm good. However, I need to start figuring out my next course of action. I can take a bunch of shovels and you know what? I should probably refill this. Did I make a whole bunch of axes? I did. Okay, so let's put some of these in my pocket since I'm going to work on breaking some of these super crappy axes that I have. So I'm thinking if I break the granite ones first. Let's get rid of these guys. Oh, there's a lot of them. And all right, where'd that bow torn go? There you are. All right, all of the nasties are gone, and I have put my knife away. So shift, harvest. One little flax. This one will shift harvest. Get nothing from. The other one is over here. He'll give us 2 items. Wonderful. I'm being shot from somewhere else. Where? Where is it? Maybe he gave up. Right, well, on that note, let's come in here and kill some of these trees. I'm gonna leave these oaks, I think. I'm gonna go for maybe a maple? I don't know. This pine has a lot less stuff on it, and maybe I can take some of these vines as well. Start collecting those, make sure there's nothing else on here. Sidestep the snow falling off the tree. Okay. Let's make this fall down. Put it in my pocket. So the crisis I'm currently facing is I'm running out of tools. I thought I'd be able to find tin a lot sooner than I have been able to, because I was focusing almost entirely on getting tin for a trader who asked me for a bronze pickaxe. Now, I had a bismuth bronze pickaxe that he refused. It was not good enough for him. He wanted the crappier tin one. And so far, I've been unable to find tin, which has put me in a situation where my tools are mostly broken and I don't have any more ore. So I do have some copper ore, and I do have a few bismuth bronze tools left over, But I'm starting to get to the point where I'm back to using stone axes. I don't have shears, stuff like that. So I'm, yeah, kind of in a intermediate position. If I can find tin, I don't even know if I can make the pickaxe because I don't know if I have enough copper and I don't know if I need a different alloy. I might need like zinc, like I did with the bismuth. Alright, that's one of these crappy little axes gone. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, let's actually look it up. Let's do tin, bronze, pickaxe. And to make this, I need tin, bronze, bits. Okay, so I don't need anything other than copper and cassiterite, so that's good to know. That is a wolf over here. He's howling. See if I can see him. Think that might be him straight ahead. I'm not entirely sure. I'm gonna reposition myself so that I can, you know what? I should be getting these cattails. I'm gonna harvest some of these cattails. I'm also gonna take the roots so that I can reposition these. That is... What's going on here? Oh, it's in the water, okay. I know it looks like I'm getting distracted, but I promise that I'm not. Goodness, these are right frozen. Perfect, lovely. I always wonder if there's a better way to do things, but I don't think there is. It's just kind of it's meant to be a process. Okay, did I get them? Yep. And then I got one more in this little patch. I'll get back to chopping our trees and maybe seeing if that wolf is in a spot where I can put him in a hole. Because the hole is right over here. And if I can bring him into this, that would be quite nice. Let's sneak in here, nice and slow. See if he'll howl again for us before coming right up on us. Might have actually been further in. I think this is where I thought I saw him and I don't see or hear anything. So I think we're good. Continue chopping. Hold on a second, I hear something breathing at me. Shooting at me, apparently. Where is it shooting from? Here it is, I saw it. I saw the arrow whizzing past me. Come on, buddy. Who do you think you are? Eat our pie, and then harvest our drifter. Oh, it's not going into my pocket. There we go. Is there anybody else who would like to play in here? Looks like we're good. So, actually now that I'm standing here, I did say that I was going to take some readings in this direction. So why don't I go ahead and do that with these rock faces. That was not far enough, apparently. Really hoping my prospecting pickaxe doesn't break. Of course, there's some bowtorn in there. Hit him in the feet. two. There's two. Did the one see me? He sure did. Alright, I think they're dead. Go collect our arrows. They're... Oh my goodness, it is dark. Collect our arrows and our loot. And this is probably deep enough that I can swap to my prospecting pickaxe and get the final reading. Sample too far away from initial reading. Sampling around this point now. Oh, darn it. So my poor prospecting pickaxe. Sorrow, pain, suffering. Alright, poor hematite and bismuth and cassiterite. Interestingly enough, I think that is pointing me towards taking a reading closer to the trader for what could be iron. First of all, let's find something to break this on. Gosh, I don't even know where I want to chop. Let's just come in here. I'm looking for a tree that has a little less leaves on it, so that I don't have to commit to, well, let's just commit. Let's just come in. My HB is looking a little gnarly. Hoping there's no wolfy surprises in here. I should probably collect some of these horse tails to make bandages. But will I is the question. Alright, any second now for this maple. Take this guy and do a little walk around just to make sure I got all my sticks and stuff. Take a little bit more horsetail. Is the horsetail something that will or can be grown? Or I guess I could look it up in the handbook. Horsetail. Robson broken. Material plant. Sold by herbalist. Yeah, I don't know. I think I just need to find it. I hope it regrows. Is that an angry noise from somebody? May have just been the wind. Okay, before it gets too late, it's kind of like midday right now. Let's try to see if I can find an open rock face to get a reading on. This is a dense forest. I did not realize how dense this forest is. These trees are pretty big too. Okay, so here's the trader. And what do we got here? Granite stones. So I think I'm not going to find an open rock face. I could probably take these cattails, but I don't know. Okay, this is a nice little clearing. I can kind of see if anything's coming at me. So maybe what I'll do is, do I have a shovel on me? I do. swear. I swear I'm hearing things. Okay. Let's just keep going. How far do I need to go till I find rocks? Okay, farther than I thought it was going to be. And let's go ahead and... Man, the shovel is almost kaput already. My inventory is surprisingly full. There we go. Alright. So I don't have any ladders, but I should be able to just kind of go down and then hop myself back up, hopefully. So let's start with... I guess I didn't need the hay bed with me. I'm second guessing myself now. Well, let me just eat this. I'll eat it all. Okay. Let's commit. Let's go down. And then before I finish going down, let's take this one. This was 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And I think I'm going to have to go farther this way than I would normally think I'd have to. Because I took the one to my left. Alright. Don't break before I finish getting this block. What would we get? Poor bismuth. Poor cassiterite. I mean... Okay, let's just go ahead and get the block underneath my feet here. No ore nearby. Tragic. Well, should I take one of these? How do I do this? Pear, tree. Alright, let's see. Drops when broken. Can be planted or grafted. I don't know. It looks like each one of these is an individual block. So I'm going to go ahead and try and take... Oh, that was a branch. Okay, what if I take this bigger branch? Nice, okay, that's exactly what I wanted to see. Let's eat our pie. Pick up our tree. And make like a tree. Make like a tree and leaf. Here's another trader. That was the one that wants the very specific pickaxe. This is my hole that I dug some copper out of. And I'm going the wrong direction to get back to my house. Oh, look, cattails. Perfect, I should gather all these as well. These are the ones that I'm always remembering are nearby and I can never like actually find them when I'm looking for them. That's how it goes, I suppose. Okay. Let's put this in here for now, along with these other seeds. And let's start filling this guy up. By using our axes to break what we just chopped. So one egg's gone. Okay, I don't think that is quite enough to fill anything, but it'll be good to start. Let's hop on in and place these down. And I'm thinking I should put these down so that I can actually get out. Okay. Perfect. Just the right amount to get out. Fortunately, I didn't think that through at all. So yeah. I'm gonna dig all this out anyways. Ah, that was silly of me. That's okay. Live and learn. I did want... What did I want? Ladders? No, rope. Rope 4 ladders. Yeah. Okay. So 3 sticks and 2 rope. And this is... not enough for pretty much anything. And then the horsetail I got for... What size is this? From linen? Probably not. From reeds, I do have enough for one of those. Right, that works. Let's put some of our stuff away. If we can figure out where it's all supposed to go. So I'm going to keep the horsetail in here. I'm going to keep vines in here, I suppose. I do have the flax. I do have some rope. What else do I got in here? Dirt. Surprisingly, no cattails. Where am I keeping those? Should probably keep them in here if I ever... Oh, you know what? I know exactly where they are. Hang on. Yeah, I put them in the cellar because they were food. But they don't spoil, so they don't need to be down here. See if we can find them. There they are. Alright. So the cattails are going in the seed box because these are now seeds, not food. The arrows can go into the arrows. And I think the rest is stuff that I want to hold on to. I gotta get a dedicated row just for shovels at some point. Alright, looking good. Let's put our sticks away. Don't really want to be carrying this rammed earth around, but I also did not get enough calm rift activity. Let's risk chopping down a few more tree friends. Maybe from this direction this time. Feeling good about... No, this is an oak. I don't know if I want to chop down the oak. Maybe I should. Clear out some of the branchy leaves. Let's see if we can chop down this oak with what remains of our axes. Okay. Not a perfect job on the branch level, but that's okay. Just making sure this is actually the final block. It looks like it's sitting on some dirt. So I think this will break on me before I finish chopping this. And I don't think I have the other one with me. Nope, so I'll have to go back for it. Luckily, we're not too far away. Let's take a look at our little bling bling. Is our health points going up at all? Just standing around. Probably not. very slowly. Basically not at all. Oh, there it goes. Okay. Did we get anything at all falling down on us? No, just some sticks. Okay. There we go. More sticks. Alright, let's go get that axe. The thing about the oaks is that I always have to tax some of it for the oak box for our leatherworking. So since I've got this one in my hand, go ahead and put it in here. Let's grab our other axe. Looks like I have to make more backup axes already. All shovels. Interestingly enough, I hung up the axe that was almost broken. So this is, I don't know if this is gonna break. I don't know if this is gonna chop this tree down. This tree might win. You almost need like a tree HP bar. Or more engaging woodcutting. Rather than just hold the button down. Yeah, there it goes. Well. That is the end of my axe. And I don't think I have another one, so I'll have to nap a bunch more. And the same can be said for the shovel, so I'm going to actually go ahead and dig up this clay that's here until the shovel breaks. And I'll be able to deal with my tools. Kind of all at the same time. There it goes. This part's all really dark, isn't it? I wonder if I should make like other sources of light. Oh, I'll worry about that when I actually have more sources of light than torches. I thought I made a bunch of torches. Did I not make a bunch of torches? Have I misplaced my stack of torches? I'm not making that up, right? I did that? Did I dream that? Oh. Okay, well. I'm confused, but I'm not going to worry about it right now. Let's put these in here. And I don't even have an axe to break these, so... Really? Interesting. Why am I still flinching from getting close to that? Oh, look at my gear go. That just cannot happen. Well, that's obnoxious. I guess that's another reason to have light in your base. I don't know if light keeps those from spawning, but I'm assuming they do. It would make sense. Alright, let's get our napping. And this whole thing is clear again, so let's make 4 axe heads. It's very sad to be making flint tools. I'd much rather be having copper, bronze, iron, that kind of a tool. But it gets the job done. And it's nice that it's so easy and readily available. Because if you had to just like be out of luck, if your tools broke, it would not be any good. Okay, so there's 4. Let's put this guy away. I might put those away for now. I know where to find them. I just put those sticks in there, didn't I? Grab them again before I go crazy. Okay. I took the whole stack without needing to. It told me the rift activity was calm, but I see now that is no longer the case. Apocalyptic. That's very different from calm. Okay. Let's hang that up. Hang these all up. I might actually make one more since I got a bunch of sticks with me, and that'll be the one that I use first before coming for the backups. Holy, hello. It's apocalyptic out there, I hear. Care to comment, confirm, deny? Seems like he's gone. He lost interest very quick. Alright, this one's mine. I'll use it to break this. We'll put these away. And let's put these into... Close this. You know what, now that I'm thinking about this... I'm gonna put that there so that nothing spawns in here. Hopefully that'll keep things from spawning. That would not be very ideal for me. Let's get in here so I don't get shot by a boat. Alright, that's all stacked up. Let's go ahead and find ourselves some food. This time, I'm thinking 3 on the pies. Well, I might have to go for the pies. Right, eat our white currant pie. And this used to have juice in it, but it's all gone. And if I had thought about it, I may have left a little bit so that I could have had some more to keep this nutrition bar up during the winter. But I do have this if I need to. I'm also noticing, I didn't notice this before, it's now January. So hooray, we've made it to year 1. Pretty sure the game didn't start in January though, so we haven't survived a full year yet. We'll get through the rest of the year, whatever that may be, March, April, whatever it was. Which means that I have until then to find that tin for that dude. What am I going to do in the meantime? Let's think. Got axes. I got shovels. Got knives. I didn't get any more dirt to pan. Soaked brown bear hide with head, which means soaked brown bear hide with head. Ingredient for scraped hide. We're good to scrape this guy. Let's put this here. Grab our knife. Huge. Okay, good. And then with this, we make prepared hide by putting it in the tannin. So first of all, we put it in the weak tannin. 3 times of scraped hide will make 3 prepared hide after 3 days of sealing. And then 3 days of prepared hide. What's going on? I think, yeah, I do have to mix it in with the strong tannin after. So let's seal this. Let's get that going. This will be in here for 3 days. I'll move it over to here and then maybe I'll start this one. And I do at some point need to get more lime water, but that is a problem for another day. Actually, I guess that's what I could do. I could probably grind some chalk if I still have chalk that isn't ground. I think I might have ground it all already. Granite, ram, small bones. Maybe I can grind this. Yeah, okay, cool. Let's grind the bone meal. So I'm pretty sure that's the only thing this can be used for. And we have to do it at some point. Why not do it tonight while everything's apocalyptic? We can test my little trick that I learned the other day, where I grind this and then I tab out. And now I'm just grinding without doing anything. So I can take a look at my work Discord that's sending me messages and asking me all sorts of silly questions. Let's see. Dispatch. For everything to do with our new dispatch. Okay. That's all I'll say on that. I have a few things to figure out for that when I'm done with the game here. Game comes first, of course. That's not true. Just wanted to check in on things because stuff was being done. Alright, looks like our bones are just about finished here, so let's tab on in. Finish it manually. Last bone. And ta-da! 18 bone meal. Looks like it's great for N. Nitrogen. And it is an ingredient for Terra Preta. So what is the ingredient here? Compost. Powdered charcoal. Powdered charcoal. Interesting. Or high fertility soil. Okay, so I do need some powdered charcoal. So why don't I go ahead and get some charcoal to powder. I'm assuming it's the same process, so just char it up. I'll put this in here. To 18. So let me think about this. Terra Preta. So 8 and 8. It's 1 to 1. Although this is different. Yeah, it's let's just say 1 to 1. Let's come over here. Get our stack of charcoal. Back away from the scary rift. Come up our stairs, and right before I pop this in here, I'm just going to make sure that it's done by grinding. Yes, okay. Oh, it's also used for pitch glue. Use this on clutter to repair it. Resin and powdered charcoal. Fill every slot in the pot. Okay. I don't think I have whatever clutter is, so I won't worry about that. Most likely I will use this for Terra Preta. It might be that if I can't find the tin, and I can't find the bronze, and I can't find the iron, maybe we'll just start prepping for year 2 by making some nice Terra Preta and building a better place to keep a farm. Because right now I have all of my farm stuff over in the old area. And it would be nice to... Well, I don't even know if I'm going to stay in this spot, to be honest, but it makes sense to build a bigger farm now that I have gathered a bit more seeds. And that I have a bucket. Before I was making it on the water. Now that I have a bucket, I think I can place my water wherever I want. Kind of like how I've done with the blacksmithing thing outside. Alrighty. So, while this is grinding up, gotta think about what I said I would get done. So the the strip mining thing that I was kind of talking about, I was thinking because I made those shovels and because I still had a copper pickaxe in the other tool shed, that I would just take them and literally just sacrifice them to the mine gods, right? Just take the whole mountain apart. I've clearly been drilling down like right in between some things, so like I feel like I'm close, but I don't know if I can find it unless I literally just take the whole mountain apart. That might be crazy. I might not do it. I just kind of like using this time to talk myself down or commit to tearing it apart. I was hoping that going towards that trader and kind of getting a reading, I might get an inkling of where to go. But I suppose I could also just test my strip mining thing by starting in that forest. I could do that too. Start tearing things apart. Alright, there we go. This is done. Let's eat another pie in front of these guys' faces. And then I'd like to kind of keep this stuff all in a similar location. So let's take a look at the Terra Preta again. The compost, charcoal powder, and bone meal. I am making compost. I got a bucket of it down here. So this is 64 rot, sealed for 18 days. It's almost ready, which means I'm a lot closer to the Terra Preta than I thought I might be. Let's do, no, not gardening, farming. So we have our soil fertility that was written here, our moisture, planting, soil nutrients, temperature, harvesting. The scythe, I had one, but it's long gone. I have to get more, again, the tool situation. I need to get more ore before I can have a scythe again. This was never a problem, but I'm thinking I should probably create this. I also thought there was... yeah, here we go. Game mechanic greenhouses. I was positive I read something like that. I'm going to unpause the game just so the nighttime will go on. And we can maybe get over this apocalyptic rift activity. Alright, once you have obtained glass, you can make a greenhouse to extend your growing season. The maximum interior volume is 14 by 14 by 14, and the roof must be at least 50% glass. That's not bad. It can also be chiseled as long as one side is solid. Okay, I don't know what that means, but... If you use glass slabs for roof or walls, the base or main flush side matching other blocks must be oriented inward. I don't know. I don't understand that phrasing. If you use glass slabs for roof or walls, the base or main flush side matching other blocks must be oriented inwards. I assume it means the flush side of the block, but how can you tell if they're all the same size? Glass. Created by smelting in a bloomery. Smelts into glass. Clear quartz smelts into glass. There's so much quartz around me that I'm like, I can absolutely do that. First of all, I would need a bloomery, which takes fireclay bricks, which is created with fireclay. Okay, so let's start getting some of that ready. Because I've got lots of fireclay. Let's use a whole stack here. And close this so it doesn't go into the box. 16. So how many do I need? Six, 8. This makes 2. Where'd it go? So 2 of these. And where's it gone? Glass. Smelting in a bloomery. How do I get like this is not the whole picture? Why is it called? My goodness. Bloomery. Okay. Chimney. This is what I was looking at, and this is 4 more. Is this required? Is this a required part? Looking for the word bloomery. Iron Age. Okay, find iron, mine it, both a base and a chimney. And okay, so maybe the chimney is only for iron. But that means I should probably do this as well. Can I use fire clay for anything else? Is it only used for bricks? Unfired refractory. Oh, it's used for a lot of stuff. I mean, it's easy enough to make. I just need to powder the flint. Well, I still have some right here. I've got 69. So I will maybe just take enough to do this. I think that's a fair compromise. And then what do I do with these guys? In the beehive kiln. Wait. Fires into... Do I need a special kiln? Can I not just put it into my pit kiln? Pit kiln that was being terrorized by a rift that is now gone. Rift activity calm. Alright, we did it. We made it. Alright, let's put these in here. It tells me that won't work. Because I need enough to... I guess I could have tried it. But it was like full right to the top. So I need grass. And I need sticks. I'm getting dangerously short on sticks. Oh no, they're in my pocket. Well, I want to try. You know, no, I'm over it. I'll try next time. And do I have peat? I might have to move the peat over. Yeah, I should move the peat over. So let's put the grass away. Put my sticks away. And let's eat a pie. Now I'm gonna pull out a spear, close my door, and make a run for it. It's still dark, still dudes, still angry noises going on. So even though it's calm, I might be getting jumped here. And I am looking for my stack of peat. Here we go. So let's go ahead and start taking it. I'm not going to take it all. Just take most of it. Mosey on back over here. That roof looks so stupid. This little roof. Might need to do something about that whenever I get more cozy and comfortable with what I've got going on here. Alright, let's cover this up. And then I want to stack these somewhere. Are you right here? Is this gonna catch on fire? Hang on. I don't want to risk it. So let's, this has been moved. It's been upgraded to a new spot. Maybe even over here, I don't know. Just let's put one there. I guess I should have thought about that with the thatch too. I mean, I guess I wasn't catching the thatch on fire. Alright, shift ignite. Shift ignite. Alright. This is the first time I'm actually getting use out of these pit kills. Since I moved them. And shall I wrap this up with... I think we'll wrap this up by finishing this and starting it. Because we still have this oak over here that needs to be defeated. We got some cattails that we can bring over. You know what? What are these guys? Growing? Oh, that's fine. Let's focus on getting this guy down. So that there can be no accusations that I am nothing but distracted all of the time. So, this oak is very powerful, as I learned at the very start of the game, where I was using these exact flint axes on a tree like this, and it just kept defeating me, defeating me, defeating me. But it does give a ton of wood. That's what I like about them. So let's take our haul over for the tax god. The box tax of oak. Get another axe. The stack. The 11 stack can go in there. And then this axe, and maybe I'll eat this pie and take one more axe. Alright, let's go get the rest of that tree. Am not sure how that snow up there is staying, but alright, surely this won't actually break the axe, and I'll be able to use the other axe to chop it into firewood. Lovely. So there we go. Collect all of this. Make sure we got everything. Did I get a single oak seed? Oof. That sucks. Is it maybe hidden in here? Any oak tree seeds? Brutal. Okay, well. That's how it goes sometimes, I suppose. There's still lots of oaks in the area, so I'm not too worried. Also do have a few oak seeds. Got 4. Well, let's start chopping these up. And filling the charcoal kiln. And this needs a little bit more. Oops, wrong button. Lots of wrong buttons. Right. Now, in here. Oh boy. Geronimo. Okay. Chop up another thing. Boop. I think that was a little bit more than I needed, but well, maybe it's not actually. Oh my goodness, I am just not remembering these buttons at all. There we go. Perfect. Okay. So we are good now. Let's find our rammed earth. Plop that back on. Plop that back on. And this one is our sealer. So, hang on a second. Is that full? Am I missing some here? I think I'm missing some. Shift add. There we go. That looks right. Get our grass. Pop it on. Fire pit in construction. Charcoal pit. Get our fire. Shift ignite. There it is, our charcoal pit. Cover it up. And another charcoal job well done. Let's sacrifice these oak logs to the oak log container. Do I have any more? Nope. Which means that this firewood can go on here. Our grass can go back in the grass box. Our tools can go back into our hands. And put the stick away. And this can get hung back up. I could probably hang this one back up as well, but it's like basically broken. I don't know. Maybe I'll just lean it up against something. Can I lean it there? Perfect. Decorative axe. Alright, let's put our sticks in here. And the inventory is now cleaned up. So we will call that good. I'm still thinking about my torches. I have a complete recollection of making 64 and having lots of sticks here. I just don't know what happened. Let's do one last sanity look around. Well, whatever. It's a mystery. I'll figure it out at some point or just make more. Until then, we'll call it good there. And I will see you next time for maybe tin, maybe. Just kidding. We'll probably never find tin. I'll find something rare before tin. See you next time.